What's going on, guys? I'm Ryan D.
And this is Lex.
And we just got done watching Venom, The Last Dance, ladies and gentlemen. We got done watching this movie. Lex, what's your initial reaction watching this hour and 45-minute movie? What did you think?
Yeah, man, Venom is one of my favorite characters, like villains, anti-heroes, whatever.
You're wearing the shirt.
I'm rocking the shirt today. And I gotta say, as a whole, the franchise, it hasn't lived up to the potential that I wanted it to. I think Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, I don't know how you mess up a premise of just Carnage and Venom in the same movie.
Yeah.
But they did. This one comes back to form a little bit, but looking back at it, it's still a very acquired taste, the whole Venom franchise.
Exactly.
The first one was very divided. I personally enjoyed the first one a lot.
Everyone, I think most audience members did.
It worked more, especially since it was weird that it was going to be without Spider-Man, things like that.
Yeah.
As a whole, I think, once again, this third movie kind of wraps up things with a similar tone and kind of like a similar beat of the first movie.
Yeah.
So I can't be too mad at that. I'm just mad looking at the top level, as a whole, this franchise. I was like, man, why did it go this way?
Yeah.
That said, Tom Hardy brought it.
Yeah.
He still went ahead and did his thing as Eddie Brock. I think the dynamic between Eddie and Venom is still something that I feel like carried the movie. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I didn't feel like enough growth for this last movie, right? As they're saying it.
Yeah. Initial reaction, I'm going to say it right now, guys, and I'm going to say it every time we talk about Venom and we ever bring up this conversation. Have I liked any of the Venom movies? No, but I got to admit, though, this one, in the first act of the film, it's very slow. I feel like that the jokes are not hitting well, but it really relies on the supporting actors more so in this one, definitely. And Tom Hardy actually has a small amount between his dynamic. I enjoyed it, but it gets better. I gotta admit, it gets better. The first 30, 45 minutes, definitely tough, but it gets better. I'll say that. Now, does it do better to save the movie? We'll talk about that on the review, on the full review, but
I don't know if I felt the stakes as much as they wanted me to and things like that. So overall, like I said, it closes the chapter of this story in a similar way that it opens. So for those that might have enjoyed the opening, I think you'll enjoy the end.
Yeah.
If you didn't really enjoy the opening, I don't know if you'll enjoy the end.
If you don't like any of the Venom movies, like any of the past ones, I doubt you're going to enjoy this one. I'll say that. But anyway, the end credit scene doesn't make any damn sense. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of does,
Sony,
but then
just doesn't make sense anymore. I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know what Sony does. Like I said, kudos to whoever really tried to make this work. But I do feel it's just it was a tough sell from the get-go. I'm still love Tom Hardy. I'm excited to see whatever he does next.
Oh yeah,
I give him props for it did close
for playing
a chapter.
This character.
It did close a chapter. It was very finite, which is why I don't understand why there's an end credit scene. But Sony be doing Sony things.
Yeah, exactly. Sony be doing crappy Sony stuff. The Marvel.
I really like this cup. I gotta
admit, the cup's a 9 out of 10. The cup's 9 out of 10.
It was the last one left.
But the movie's not a 9 out of 10. We can tell you that. All right, guys.
Yeah.
We'll put the full review up, spoilers review. We'll put it up later, guys. But yeah, it's our initial reaction. Like, share, subscribe. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D.
And this was Venom.
All right.